Hello everyone, in this video I am going to teach you how to reverse a given linked list, that is a singular linked list. See, now this is the given singular linked list, this first one is the singular linked list. Now you should reverse it like this. See, after reversing, first in head pointer is pointing towards the first node, after reversing head pointer is pointing to the last node. Now see, before reversing the arrows are in forward direction, after reversing it's in backward direction. This is how you should reverse. Why it's in backward direction? See, now in the pointer part of first node, you are storing the address of second node. That is 200 is the address of second node. You are storing it on here. That's why it's in forward direction. But after reversing, see, you are storing in the pointer part of second node. That is this place. You are storing the address of first node. 100 is stored here. So this node is pointing to the node having address 100. So it's reversed. So this is how you should reverse. Now let's see how to do this, how to reverse this linked list, and I'll teach you how to write the code. See here. Now the first step is you should create a pointer called current. See here, I am creating a pointer current. Now this current pointer should point to the first node. That is the first step. Now how you can point it to first node? If you want to point means the address of first node should be stored here. So what is the address of first node? 100. So 100 should be stored here, then it points over this node. Now how to get the address 100? By using head. So if you write current equals head, then this pointer will point to the first node. So let's see. Now see, I am writing the code. Void reverse. Now this is the reverse function which is used to reverse the linked list. Now see, now first I have created a pointer current, so I am writing here, see, pointer current, and this pointer is pointing to a node which is having some structure, so I am writing before it struct node, that is structure. I am defining the structure. Now see, now this current pointer is pointing to which node? First node or second node or third node? It's pointing to first node. So I should store the address of first node here. So where is the address of first node stored? In the head. So I should write current equals to head. So see here, head value is 100. So I am storing 100 in this current. So this pointer is pointing to the node, first node. Now see, now next step is you should create two more pointers. That is previous pointer and next pointer. See, this is previous pointer and this is next pointer. Now see, initially this pointer is not pointing to any node. I am just taking simply this pointer. I'll say you afterwards why I am taking. See, it's not pointing to any node means it should be 0. So I am writing as 0. So I have created two pointer, previous, next, and its values are 0. Its addresses are 0. So I am writing it in code. See here, pointer previous. Now this previous will point to some node which is having some structure. So I am writing struct node before it. Now this previous pointer is not pointing to any node at starting. So I should write 0 over here. So previous is 0. Now one more node is the next node. That next pointer. That next pointer is also 0. So I am writing here, see, pointer next equals to 0. Now see, now I have created two pointers, previous and next, and also current pointer which is pointing to the first node. Now the main problem starts, the main process starts now. See here. Now first step is you have a next pointer, right? It's not pointing to any node. Now next pointer should point to the second node. That means the node after this current. Now current is pointing at first node, so next pointer should point at second node. So you should store the address of second node into this. So 200 should be stored over here. How you can get 200? By using current next, because 200 is stored in the pointer part of first node. So I am writing the code. See here, next equals to current next. Now see, what is current next? Current is 100. Current address is 100. 100 next is 200. That 200 is written in next pointer. So now this pointer is pointing towards second node. This is the first step. Now what is the second step? See, now you should reverse the first node. You should reverse the first node. See, the arrow is in forward direction. You should reverse it. So how you can reverse? See, why it's in forward direction? You are storing the address of second node in the first node, pointer. That's why 200 is stored here. This address is 200, that is stored over here. That's why it's pointing to node having address 200. Now you should store in this pointer part, you should store address 0. That is, you should store the previous node address. Then it points to the previous node. So what is the previous node here? There is no node. So you should store 0 over here. So how to store here? How to access this pointer? By using current next. So I am writing the code. See here. Current next equals to previous. Now see, what is previous? Previous is 0. That 0 is put on current next. Current is 100. 100 next is this pointer. Here I am putting 0. Now see, now the forward arrow is removed, and here this node is pointing to previous node, which is 0. That means no node is here. So now I have reversed one node. Now see, now third step is you should move the previous pointer and current pointer one step ahead. So how you can move the previous pointer is not pointing to any node. Now you should move one step ahead, means previous pointer should point to the first node. So that means you should have the address 100 into this. How you can access the address 100? By using current. So I am writing the code. See here. Previous equals to current. Now current address is 100. 100 is put in previous. So if you put this on previous, now this previous pointer is pointing to the node having address 100. It had moved one step ahead. Now like that you should move the current pointer also one step ahead. So how to move? See here. Current equals to next. That means this current should point to the second node. That means second node address should be stored over here. So that means 200 should be stored over here. Now how to access 200? By using next, because 200 is stored on next. So current equals to next. See, next is 200, that 200 is put on current. So this pointer gets cancelled and this pointer points to the node having address 200. Now you have this, all are the steps. Now you have reversed one node. Like this you should reverse the second node also. This is in forward direction. You should put the arrow here. How to do? So go to the step again. This all steps go again back. Now next equals to current next. That means you are moving the next pointer one step ahead. So what is current next? Current is 200. 200 next is this part. 300. So the 300 is put on next pointer. So I am storing 300 here. So this pointer gets cancelled. This link gets cancelled and this next pointer is pointing to the third node. Now what is the second step? Current next equals to previous. That means you are removing this arrow. See, current next is what? Current is 200. 200 next is this part, pointer part. In this pointer part, now in this part, in this stage, now this pointer is pointing to the third node. Now it should not point to third node, it should point to the first node. So I should store the address of first node here. That's why current next equals to previous. See, current next is 200, next is here. Here I should store the address of previous. Previous is 100. So 100 is stored here. So this link get cancelled. And this node will point to the first node that is having address 100. Now see, next step is you should move the previous equals to current. That means you should move the previous pointer one step ahead. So what is current? Current is 200. That 200 is put on previous. So this pointer cancels and this pointer points towards the node having address 200. Now what is the next step? Current equals to next. That means you are moving the current pointer one step ahead. Now what is next? 300. So that 300 is stored over here. So this pointer gets cancelled and this current pointer points to the third node having address 300. Now see, now you have reversed the second node, first node and second node you have reversed. Now you should reverse the third node. How to reverse? Go back again. Now see, next equals to current next. That means you are moving the next pointer to the one step ahead. See, current next is what? Current is 300. So 300 next is 0. So you are putting that 0 into next pointer. So this next pointer is pointing to the next node. But there is no node after this. So it does not point to anything. Now what is the second step? Current next equals to previous. That means see, current is 300. 300 next is pointing to 0. So it means it's in forward direction. Now it should point to the second node. That means second node address 200 should be stored over here. That's why see, current next equals to previous. Previous is 200. I'm storing that 200 in current next. Current is 300. 300 next is here. So I'm storing here the previous value 200. So this third node is pointing to the second node which is having address 200. Now what is the next step? Previous equals to current. That means you are moving the previous pointer one step ahead. So what is current? 300. That 300 I am storing over here. Now I should point this previous pointer to the node having address 300. Now what is the next step? Current equals to next. I am moving the current pointer one step ahead. So next is what? 0. So I am putting that 0 in this current. So this current pointer points to the next node. But there is no node after this. So it had stopped. Now see, now after this you can't reverse. Now there is no node, so you can't reverse the arrow. All the arrows are reversed. So you should stop. You should stop repeating this step. So you should need a loop condition, that means terminating condition. So that terminating condition I am writing here. See, while current not equals to 0 or null, let's say null. See, now at this stage, see, current value is 0. So see, I am checking whether current is not equals to 0, but it's 0. So I am not entering into this condition. I am not moving the next pointer to next thing and reverse the linked list. But one more step is remaining. What is that step? See, at starting head is pointing to the first node. Now after reversing, head should point at the last node. Now how you can access the last node? By using current pointer. So the current pointer was pointing here at 300. So I should write head equals to current. See here, head equals to current. Now current was 300 here because it's pointing at 300. So head is see, head equals to current. Now head is 300, current is 300. So I'm putting the 300 over head. So this pointer get cancelled and it points to the node having address 300. Now now you have reversed completely the linked list. This is how you should reverse a linked list, and that's all for today. Thank you. If you feel my teaching is good, then like my video, and if you have any doubts or if you want to give any suggestion, then comment on my video and share my video, and don't forget to subscribe my video. Thank you.